Toughness is the guys that can come and do the same thing over and over.
At the end of the day, man, it's all about spots.
It's whatever we got to do to win this week.
You are. We ain't waiting. That's all we riding out today, man. Together.
What's up, folks? It is episode 97. We thank everyone for tuning in today from Instagram to Facebook to Twitter, Twitch, you name it, we're on it. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Also from overseas, as far as Brazil, over to China, to Switzerland and beyond, and especially for those who listen stateside, thanks to LA and all these states that tune in every single Sunday to watch Your Birds, our podcast. We do appreciate it. It is episode 97, game day versus the Jets, and it's the second trip for the Birds to the Meadowlands, and let's hope that this time it comes out to be victorious. So stuff to get into as we hear a late scratch from one Jalen Hurts. Gardner Minshew getting the start. Fuji will give us the rundown as far as who's in and who's out. And we do appreciate, once again, everyone for tuning in. As always, we also have another co-host over at the Goose's Pond Studio. Of course, Goose's Goats is on with us today as well. And, of course, we are all back from our Thanksgiving break. So if you had, just like we mentioned on Thursday, if you had time to spend with your family, with your friends, and even if you were by yourself on Thanksgiving, we appreciate you guys coming back and watching the show. We thank you for the likes and the shares and subscribes. And we hope that today turns out to be just as crazy informative as it was on Thursday night. And don't forget, coming up this Tuesday, we will have at 7:30, Ruben Amaro Jr. will be with us this Tuesday night. So for you who are Phillies fans, please come in, tune into the show. We should have a great show with Ruben. And this Thursday, just waiting again for late confirmation, should have the former defensive end from the Philadelphia Eagles, Andy Kalu, should be on with us on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned for that one. And also, as we approach our 100th episode, just 3 episodes away from the 100th episode, and we have a guest list lined up for you guys just to celebrate with you episode 100. So we do appreciate everyone watching today. Let's get everything going. As I see Fuji, Goose, everyone is standing by to get the show rolling. So I'm Angel. This is episode 97. Today, Eagles versus Jets. Welcome, everyone, to Broad Street South. Now, I can see Gene, the dancing machine there in the background. The Godfather doing what he does best, which is always dance around. But here is the Godfather. Fuji, what's happening? What's going on?
Week 13, Eagles, Jets. Let's get this party started. Everybody's rocking it up there at Goose's. Angel, how the hell are you? Let's get this party started right. How the hell are you?
I'm doing just fine. It is 78 degrees, going about to 81 degrees as I'm looking out the studio window here at the LG Direct Sales Solutions Studios window. It is absolutely fantastic outside. Blue skies. Took advantage of it yesterday. We went out there to Madeira Beach in Treasure Island. Had a great getaway, at least for one day, even though we just came back from our vacation. But it was a lot of fun. So thank you for asking. I hear Philly is, of course, nice and chilly.
Hey, I heard you were out there flaunting that Tom Brady number 12 jersey.
No, once again.
I was going to come with it today, my man.
But of course, but no, it's not happening. Not with Tom Brady. It's not there, as I keep saying, but it's okay. One day you'll understand it.
Maybe
but now.
An Antonio Brown jersey is suspended for 3 games.
He might be done, actually. So that might be the last time he may have worn a jersey, because allegedly, if he got into any other kind of heated battle, in which he wasn't, but he threw in the card, they're still trying to figure out whether it's fake or if it was real. And if it was, then apparently it may be the last time he suits up for the Bucs. So listen, a lot of stranger things have happened. We've seen in the NFL, and we also seen it with old Bron there, where he supposedly tested positive, for COVID. And then 4 days later, magically, it's gone. He's able to play the big game on Friday night. Listen, I don't know. I just think they just need to kind of curb all that stuff. It is what it is. Let it go. That way the players can just keep playing.
As Aaron Rodgers said, we're all immunized. So
exactly that we are. But I also want to bring in, of course, our great Goose's Pond Media Studio out there in Limerick, Pennsylvania. I see Flo, Big D, and Flo.
We're here.
I will give you the big introduction to the newest member of the cast here.
All right. Yeah, listen, from Philadelphia all the way down to Florida, I'd like to present to you guys one of our newest members and hosts. She goes by the name of LaShawn Ford. Put your hands together for that, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Welcome, LaShawn.
Welcome.
We're excited. Well, you guys know we're excited. We're here in Limerick, Pennsylvania, home of Goose's Lounge. We're excited. It is an Eagles Sunday. Eagles play against the Jets. And I'm not going to say an easy win, but we got a win going on today, Fuji. So you should be excited. Angel, all the way down there at Tampa South. Big shout out to you. I know you're excited. It's going to be exciting to see the Eagles get into the end zone. What do you think, D?
Hey, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you, Flo. You know, this is just the Eagles week here. You know, we've been struggling a little bit, but I think we're about to get back on track. The Jets don't have a chance against us. We ready.
And the Jets is one of those teams, Angel and Fuji, along with White Chocolate. Shout out to White Chocolate. They're one of those teams that don't really have they don't have the players and they don't have that vision right now.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But the Eagles, we got a vision.
We have a vision.
We got a vision. We got the players. We're going to put it together, and we're going to go out there and get it done for Philly, right? Because Philly, we need this road win. We've been good on the road so far. So the Jets don't got nothing for us. We're going to go up there. We're going to do the thing no matter what personnel is in there. I know we're talking about Jalen Hurts not playing and things like that. But at the same time, I think whoever's in there is going to get the job done.
And D and LaShawn, we're almost there, right? So we got the Jets, and then we got some NFC East games. These are games that are all winnable to try to make that playoff run. Do you agree or you disagree?
Absolutely. We're still in it by the numbers game. So if you look at the numbers and where we're standing, you know, we can run the table. You know, we still got a shot for a wild card spot. So let's do it and let's get it done.
Our newest host, LaShawn, I got a question to ask you. Are you an Eagles fan?
Of course.
Okay. How long have you been an Eagles fan?
Since I can remember, maybe elementary school.
Elementary school. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So you and Fuji, along with Big D, got something in common. Y'all all like the Eagles.
Hey, but she's Philly loyal. She's Philadelphia loyal.
She's loyal.
She's Philadelphia loyal, and that's what you expect to hear.
What you mean by Philadelphia loyal? Like, where we going with this?
Hey, she's from Philadelphia. She's rooting for Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're doing.
All right. Who's your favorite player on the Eagles?
Donovan McNabb. But
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, that's good.
He's no longer there.
That's hey, nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, D. I paid her $20. I paid her $20 not to say Jalen Hurts.
I know.
I said, let's do me a favor. Here's 20. Keep the change. Listen, please do not mention D's frat brother as your favorite player because the whole podcast is going to change.
But watch this though. Watch this. Who's your favorite current player?
Don't say Jalen
No
Hurts,
comment.
please.
Oh, come on. You're supposed to say Jalen Hurts right on cue, and we would have been good money.
Right on cue.
See, that's why this guy over here, man, he's supposed to be Jalen Hurts #1 fan as well. We going in.
No. Angel, Fuji, with all due respect, I do like Jalen Hurts, but it's just the fact that he's a member of Omega Psi Phi, and that's the beef that goes back with the whole 1911, the Kappas against the Qs. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, D. I'm a little upset the fact that he's not starting today.
I'm upset too.
That's not right.
I'm upset too. I'm upset at the lame excuse that they're giving about an ankle. We know it's not about the ankle, but either way, he's gonna coach his guy to go in there and do the right thing. So he's still in the background. So he's still in the game mentally.
How long do you think this other quarterback is going to last? Seriously. Do you think that Angel Fuji, do you think that we can win this winnable game? Like, why would you do that? If we needed one more win in order to get into the NFC rest of the games, right? We need one more. Don't you think that Jalen Hurts puts us in the right position in order to go and get that win? Or do you go with a brand new quarterback who's never played and never started before?
Is that to me or is that to Angel Fuji?
No, I'm
tell
asking you first.
The last time the Jets got a really big foot in their rear end, Minshew did it with the Jaguars 2 years ago. So he got the Jaguars number. So if there was any game that you want to, take Jalen out, let him rehab, and let him refresh for the long haul, then this would be the game because the Jets stink, and we got the guys gonna go in there and just make it happen for us.
Oh, so I see where you're going with this. He's resting his ankle for this game. I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. I get it now. I understand. I'm finally up. Yo, I'm back. I'm back.
That's all right.
I understand now. They're resting his ankle for this game.
Exactly. Because what else are you going to do? I mean, Gardner, listen, it's now, here's the difference, though. You're talking about Joe Flacco, who's obviously over with the Jets, but could have been with the Eagles. So the choice you would have had, which I believe the Gardner Minshew still had the second spot anyways. So you start Gardner Minshew with the Eagles. We're hoping that he does well. Supposedly, and it was breaking news to me as well, because I think I started hearing about the ankle Friday night into Saturday. So if you're going to make that playoff push, they know, just like you said, Flo, not too long ago, and you, Big D, same thing. You got 4 divisional games coming up that you have to win out, no matter which way you look at it, because right now the Eagles are 0-2 in the division. So in order for you to make, number one, any kind of attempt to knock off Dallas, which is going to be virtually impossible at this point, but to make that wild card spot, you have to win the remaining divisional games. So at 0-2 in the division, you got to take it out. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we see Gardner Minshew adapt to this team, because the last time, of course, he played was with Jacksonville. You were taking some time off, which has been, I think the last time he played any kind of down was about 7 months ago. So we'll see if there's any rust there. We'll see does he have more than what Jalen has. I still think, as I mentioned this week on Houston radio, that you have to have a lot of patience when it comes to Jalen Hurts. And you got to continue to have that patience because he will come into his own. And you see it with the new O coordinator as he tried to get it together last week. We didn't see it that great because with the Giants, I don't know what happened, Flo. Last week, it was going back 5 weeks. You made progression for 4 games in a row, winning 3 out of your last 5. But then you go backwards last week, and even the Giants still try to hand it to you before the half and during the game, and they still couldn't pull off the win. But Devontae Smith had a drop. I mean, the guys, I don't know what happened. That trip down to the Meadowlands in North Jersey, it's not New York, so you New York fans don't get it twisted because it should be the New Jersey Giants. But what they did last week, it was like taking 10 steps backwards. I don't get it.
Well, the problem of it is, and LaShawn, along with Big D and I were having this conversation the other day, you have a high school offensive playbook along with Jalen Hurts always likes to go and call audibles. So they'll call a play. Your frat brother.
They'll call a play.
We'll go to the line, and he'll make an audible, right?
As you should as the quarterback.
Omaha! And when he does that, he always likes to go right.
Well, he's going the way he's supposed to go. He's going the way he's supposed to go.
I'm not playing defense. LaShawn's not playing defense.
What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you.
He's going the way he's supposed to go.
I mean, a lot of times with basketball, like people might have a weak left hand or weak right hand or whatever, but running should have an option. You can better run to the left.
But when he calls an audible, if the right side is available, that's where he's going to go.
But this is not.
That's the whole point of calling the audible.
But this is not BG. Why are you saving this guy?
Because
Angel doesn't like him. Fuji doesn't like him. LaShawn likes him.
Did the Angels say that? The Angels say that?
Angel doesn't like him.
I don't know.
Angel
You don't like who? Jalen?
Yeah, you don't like him.
Come on, Angel.
Listen, I've been saying it all along to have patience when it comes to Jalen. And if you guys were listening to, I'll give my own little self plug here on Sports Talk 790 last week on Wednesday on Houston Radio when I was asked by Andy Kalu and Big Sarge, who was if I had to make the choice for the Eagles for Deshaun Watson over Jalen Hurts, who would I pick? All day, every day, I'm going with Jalen Hurts. I'm not picking Deshaun, and Deshaun's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but Jalen Hurts has a much better upside when you look at it. Deshaun hasn't played, and that fallout still continues out there in Houston. And believe it or not, that was, kept so quiet that you don't hear anything on Houston airwaves about Deshaun. And I think it's going to be a big fallout between them and the Houston Texans. But Jalen has a lot more to prove, which we know, again, it's a brand new system, brand new set of coaches. So we all have to take the time to make sure that we have the patience, just like Jalen, like he owned up to it last week as far as accountability. He said it was his fault. How many times did Donovan a lot of times deflect it and say that it wasn't his fault until when? The latter part of his career. Almost when he was done, he finally decided to say it was my fault. Just like Andy Reid. No different. But Jalen takes accountability for his actions. He knows it. He played 3 solid good games prior to last week. And I expect no different from him this week. But if it's for me, just picking, and even with, the small group that's coming out of college ranks this year, it's not a quarterback factory, as Howie Roseman loves to say, coming out of the NCAA ranks this year. But if you end up looking at it right now, I would stick with Jalen Hurts because you can't find a better replacement for him. Even Gardner Minshew, and we'll see in about another hour or so from now how Gardner's going to end up playing. But come on, Jalen Hurts, for me, all day, every day. And I have no problem saying that whatsoever.
Angel, you're my brother from another mother, right? From Philly all the way down to Tampa, I always have nothing but love for you. I can't wait for me, D, and LaShawn to get down to Tampa so we can go to Tampa Joe's and have a nice beverage along with maybe a burger or something of that sort.
Oh,
Every single podcast, you bring up who? What?
Tampa Joe's.
No. Do you bring up Deshaun Watson or is that me? Is it
I
me
do. No, that's you. That's definitely you.
No, wait.
Hey,
Do you bring up Deshaun Jackson as far as making it Watson? Why did I say Jackson? Watson, as far as maybe the Eagles making a push in order to get him because you're dislike of Jalen Hurts.
I don't dislike him. I think it's Fuji. You see, you're getting everybody confused here because I don't dislike Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you, I've been saying it. Look from episode 1 this season, not episode 1, obviously, when we started, from beginning of the NFL season, when I said for everyone to have patience. And I say it every single week that Philly needs to have patience.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is Fuji's best friend going to take, out of the 4 picks, is he going to take 2 picks to go get Watson and then get Lyman the other 2 picks? Because that's Fuji's right-hand man. So I'm just asking the question, do you think Howie will do that?
Repeat that again. I've been having trouble with my laptop. I just came back.
That's no problem at all. Out of the 4 picks that your best friend has, do you think he'll take 2 of the first-round picks and go get Watson? And
you mean the 3 number 1 picks?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I would say it all depends on if Deshaun Watson's cleared.
Do you like Deshaun Watson better than Jalen Hurts?
He's already a proven quarterback in the NFL, if you ask me. I mean, the debate is, and the rumor was Russell Wilson may waive his no trade clause earlier in the year. So I wouldn't give up 3 number 1 picks for Russell Wilson at his age. I mean, if you're going to go out and get Russell Wilson, you better be knocking on the doorstep to win a Super Bowl. There ain't no point in bringing Russell Wilson here if this team's not ready to kick the door in and win the damn thing. So,
yeah. If
Deshaun Watson was cleared on all allegations, yeah, I'd go out and get him because he's still in his mid-20s and he's already proven, which Jalen Hurts is, as Angel said in the trenches with ND Kalu and Big Sarge, you got to be patient with Jalen Hurts. I mean, he played 4 games this year and he's played 16 total. So has he reached that pinnacle yet? No, because the quarterbacks coming out next year's draft aren't even that good as far as the quarterback crop. So you still got to see what you have. Also, you got to see what him and Sirianni hand in hand, if it works out or not.
What's your biggest problem when it comes to your Philadelphia Eagles? What really bothers you the most when it goes to that team?
As far as the front office or the team itself?
The team. We know who you don't like in front office. There ain't no question about that.
Well, I'm going to sit here and say this. Do I like Howie as a GM? No. I mean, if you go back, we're going to have a throwback show where we're going to see how his draft picks were since he's been in the seat. He's made some solid picks, but he just can't draft receivers. That seems to be the problem.
Hey, can I jump in there real quick, Fuge? Because you just talked about the draft picks, and then you start talking about the receivers. Who's the number 1 receiver they're talking about this week? Rager. Is he going to play? Are they going to throw him the ball this week?
I think his ass should be benched. But here's my theory: they should have brought a veteran receiver in earlier in the season, not just to help this wide receiving core, but to help Jalen Hurts. I mean, you trade Zach Ertz, which, all right, he's not the same player he once was, but he was a liable weapon for Jalen Hurts. You traded him for a D-back and a 5th-round pick, and Jalen Hurts, know what's going to happen if Jalen Hurts is the quarterback going forward? Jalen Hurts, how he's going to have to go out and buy receivers just like he did for Carson Wentz in 2017. Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith. And he went out and picked up LeGarrette Blount in the middle of training camp. So if the man just can't draft receivers, what the hell? He's going to have to go out and spend $70 to $90 million they're going to have under the cap next season. Mark my words, it's going to happen. If Jalen Hurts is the quarterback going forward after this season.
Are you comfortable with him going forward?
I believe he says all the right things. I believe this team is bought into him. I don't like his arm accuracy. Honestly, the last couple games, he's been running the ball way too much. He's going to get popped in the flat, and God forbid, I hope the man does not get hurt, but he's taking too much upon himself, which I love, but, it's a team sport. You can't be Randall Cunningham with no offensive line in front of you trying to make 3-4 big plays a game like Buddy told Randall back in the day.
Yeah, but Angel, just to remind you, Jalen Hurts is a member of Omega Psi Phi. He is a bona fide fighter. He ain't going nowhere. So just like the Rocky song, he's going to stand in there. He eats South Philly style pretzels and cheesesteaks just like all of us, man. He's a fighter. How would you get rid of him? You know what Jalen Hurts reminds me of? Dawkins. He has that
Jalen Hurts can bring in 2-3 Super Bowls. Then you can put him at the caliber of a Brian Dawkins.
Hey, listen, Dawkins didn't bring in 2 or 3 Super Bowls either. So we're just saying that Hurts
didn't have to, but he brought the pain every week.
We're saying that Hurts got the eye of the tiger, but he is our number 1 rusher, though. He's our number 1 rusher.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have a quarterback that's the number 1 rusher. That's why you got 3-4 running back. That's why Miles Sanders was averaging 5 yards per carry last year.
I get that. I get that. You don't want your quarterback.
You need a bell cow. That's why you got Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, Kenny Gainwell to pound the rock. You're not going to depend on your quarterback to run because, like I said, bang, he'll get popped in the flat. God forbid. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen if he keeps running this way.
Hey, so how do we stop him from running? What do we do? Because we got Quez Watkins that has picked it up at receiver.
Well, these receivers, besides Devontae Smith, aren't that good. They can't catch the ball, and they're not being utilized right. You got that Sirianni won't even throw the ball over the middle. That's the problem. I mean, like I said, you should have brought a veteran receiver in, which Howie never did.
All right, let me ask you another dumb question. Angel and Fuji, is Sirianni here again next year?
Yeah, he'll be here.
Yep, that's a no-brainer there.
You're not going to fire Nick Sirianni.
No, that's a no-brainer. The way Nick is handling his team right now and the way he's performing with his team, and all the guys are still believe him. He hasn't lost his locker room. And if you listen to a lot of the stuff that ended up going on with as far as with the Eagles, and you even hear with the conversations with Angel Cataldi up there on 94 WIP with those guys in the morning, you can hear Nick has all the confidence in the world that he can right this ship, and he'll do so. I mean, Jalen's believing in him just as much as Jalen believes in Nick. Nick believes in Jalen. That one guy on that team is saying anything any different than Nick, unlike when Dougie was going through it here in Philly. So there's no reason why you get rid of Nick. And I know the fan base is going to be, but he's not doing this, he's not doing that. I love Philly because I was born and raised there, and it will always be home for me, no matter what. But at the same time, too, the one thing that drives me nuts is just everybody wants everything now. And we get it. As Philly fans, we get it. But you got to give the man time to develop. And you hear it. I mean, if we went by everything ESPN or NFL Network or anybody else said, we wouldn't have anybody here in Philly. Truthfully, if you think about it, the same way with the Sixers. Is Doc good enough to keep his team together? what happens if Joel Embiid goes out? I mean, come on. At the same time, you got to believe in the product. You got to believe in the people that are in place for it. And there's no reason why Jalen and or even Nick, both of them should be here next year. Jalen especially, because that upside is going to it's going to be a lot better. This year during the draft, you got to build up that O-line. If you look, which I know it's Fuji's favorite line here when it comes to Tampa, but if you end up looking at it, Tampa did what? They made their O-line a lot better. Tom Brady hasn't been on his backside as much as he was the first year winning the Super Bowl down there in Tampa. So if you're going to do the same thing.
Excuse me.
No.
Keeping track of that.
Hey,
You watch every time Brady gets hit.
Let me go first.
Are you sure about that?
Let me
You sure
go
ain't looking up to God?
Yeah.
Saying hi to him or something?
Yo, Fuji, you gonna watch the way you talk to Angel like that, all right? He's down there in 80, 90-degree weather. He knows what's going on.
That's
Don't
nice.
be disrespectful to him and that Tampa weather, brother.
Well, seriously, I mean, you count every sack the man gets and going to go out and dust.
Hey, Fuji, I don't like your attitude today. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I don't
like
give
your
a rat's ass, honestly. What you like or
That's all
Joe
right.
Blue next door to me doesn't like.
All right, but
Hey,
listen,
I don't really give a. See, I don't give a. That's the problem. Yeah, but the real.
Now, Food, I don't know if you can compare the investment of the offensive line that Tampa Bay made to the investment that the Eagles will make, because if you got Tom Brady coming to your team, you are definitely going to make sure that offensive line is ready to go.
No doubt. You better. Talking about the GOAT here. 8-time Super Bowl champion.
That's
You
right.
better. Because he's going to raise everybody's level of play. Whether you
I know
hate the man or you
if I was
like the guy, Brady is the man. I'll give him that.
if I was a starting quarterback, I would find 5 of the fattest guys from South Philly I could find in order to block.
What's it got to be South Philly? Got North Philly, West Philly,
Nah, just South.
Northeast
Closer.
Philly.
Nah,
Why's it
just
got to be
South Philly.
South Philly?
South Philly. South Philly
What are you
got
hating on South Philly for?
Nah, South Philly strong. South Philly.
Yeah. Tom Kelly, what's going on?
Hey,
Almost like
Tom,
Wall
thanks
Street
for tuning in.
Hey, Tom Kelly.
We appreciate it.
Well,
From
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Fuge. Tom, his
Hi.
plug. Would you like to mention? Obviously, the crew.
He's right. He was bad.
Patterson Avenue Fanatics, check it out on the Edge of Philly Sports. Go to their website. They have about 7 shows. They cover the Eagles, the Phillies, the Flyers, the Sixers, and the Union. So tune in to Patterson Avenue Fanatics, Tom Kelly, and the rest of that guys. They do a great job. They come on Saturdays, 9-11. Thanks for tuning in, Tom. We appreciate it.
Now, the one thing I want to mention here, Flo, real quick, is that finally someone said, what did you say about Tom Brady again? Come on, Fuge. Say it again.
I said he was the GOAT.
Right. So if
Easy
you
there,
look at it,
easy there, jersey wearer. Hiding in that closet. We know you're undercover.
Whoa!
Man. We know you're undercover with the jersey.
Hey, Fuji, you better watch your P's and Q's. Don't talk to Angel like that.
Oh, and we'll dot I's and cross T's later.
Hey, Angel's 100% Eagles diehard, man. He bleeds green.
You know what I mean?
that's right.
Let's
Everywhere
see.
I go.
Let's look at that back wall of his there. Let's see. You got
No. See that
Tampa
back
Bay
wall right
goalie
here.
helmet.
Broad Street South. And there's no
I know
Tampa helmet up
there's a
there.
Tampa Bay
None.
up there.
No. Up there, what you see right above me, it's the rest of the
I
NFL
do
there,
see an
smart guy.
Eagles helmet.
Hey,
No.
Angel will walk in the middle of Tampa Bay country with the Eagles jersey on, and
That's
I have
right.
no problem with it.
Yo, and keep it real. Angel's more Philadelphia than you, Fuji. So don't get it
How do
twisted.
you know?
I do
Damn.
know. He
Really?
brings it every single week. He talks about the Phillies. He doesn't bet against them like you do. You probably bet against them every day.
Hey, I'm the diehard fan there is, but guess what? If this team sucks today, I'm gonna say they flat out suck. Because you shouldn't even lose to this second rated team up there up the turnpike. You shouldn't even lose to this team there. If they lose today, they still flat out suck.
There's no way we lose today.
There's no way.
There shouldn't be. Now, and let me. First of all, I'm going to bring up the tape.
Any given Sunday, and like I said, even the sun shines on the dog's ass some days. So
I'm going to bring up just so you guys know my feeling as far as towards Jalen Hurts, as talked about on Sports Talk 790. But so, Miss LaShawn Ford, let me explain something. When we went to Texas, right? So the missus and I went down there over in Studio B. We went to Texas, and mind you, you should, according to Texans, that you shouldn't walk into a Dallas shop. Huh?
She doesn't know who we is. You got to explain to her. Today's her first day.
Okay, so.
Yeah, you got to be more specific with it, my man. You got to let it flow out. I ain't gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe. You got to let it flow out, brother.
So Debbie,
Thanks,
you're welcome.
Debbie, my girlfriend, the producer here in Studio B down here in Tampa. So we went to Houston and San Antonio for a vacation getaway during the Thanksgiving break. And as we're walking around San Antonio, we left from the Alamo and walked over to the second largest mall in Texas. And there's this Dallas store that's down there, Dallas Cowboy. I had my Eagles hat on, Eagles shirt on. This is the first night that we arrived in San Antonio. Walked right into the shop and looked at the guy and said, "Yeah, I'm looking for some Eagles gear. Do you have some?" The guy looked up and like, "Wait, did you not notice this is a Cowboys country?" Okay, and you still can't find Eagles gear for us? Just turn around and walk right on out. So I always, everywhere I go, is always represented by Philly, no matter where I go. Even when people said, "Oh, you shouldn't wear that down there in Texas." Okay, just because I left Philly doesn't leave me. Just to remind you there, Booge.
You sure?
That's right, especially in Cowboy territory. You walk in Cowboy territory with an Eagles jersey on, you're the man, Angel. You're the man. You walk in that store in Dallas and you ask for an Eagles jersey right away, and they should go get it for you.
Yeah, Food, you talking all that trash. When he went to Colorado, I bet you he wear an orange T-shirt the whole Eagles game.
Yeah, it does. It was Brian Dawkins Broncos. How'd you guess? Was the FBI out there watching? Are you working for the feds? Well, maybe you are. You wanted to see if I had another jersey on out there, didn't you?
You hiked up, Animal?
I see how it is. Of course.
You hiked up for today? Yo, can we beat the Jets, brother? Can we beat the Jets?
If you can, you're a sad bunch of football players. And honestly, on top of that, everybody on this team ought to better get their damn paycheck revoked.
Hey, so listen, we're one game behind the Washington football team in the NFC East, right? So we beat the Jets. Can we run the table? Can we run the table? The Giants, we got a rematch against them, and we can knock them out the box.
The problem of it is everybody thinks these divisional games are going to be a cakewalk. And guess what? You could be the best team against the worst team, and the worst team can still give you a hard time, and you still let them hang around, and they will beat you. It don't matter what your record is. Any division game in the football is a dogfight. Whatever it is, the worst team always seems to come to play. It don't matter. I mean, you're not going to get it handed to you. I mean, that disgrace of a game last week, if I could have put my fist through the damn TV, I would have choked Jalen Reagor so bad. I would have called up Lester Hayes and asked him to give him some damn stickum from back in the day, because the man can't even catch a cold.
Oh, you get the guy in the roll. You got him in a roll. Tom Fogarty, how you doing? Dave Wallencheck, who was down in Florida not too long ago, calling some races. Also of Steel City Renegades and Redline Radio LLC. Dave, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. That will be later on tonight between 7 and 9 p.m. With myself, Dave, Lee, Chipper Nagel. No, Nernerdell. We'll be on. What's that?
Well, somebody riding with Pittsburgh. Now play.
Such a.
Well, it's a Tampa, Pittsburgh. You're down in the Alamo last week, going in the Dallas store. What you buy?
Not a thing. They will never. Just like there will never be a Bucks jersey in my closet. There will never be. Wait a minute. No, from what I understand, you have an Emmett Smith. I heard you have an Emmett Smith jersey in your closet. And if I remember correctly, one of your friends had stated on the show.
Well, he's a smart ass because he just likes to stir up shit. First of all, I wouldn't be caught dead with a jersey. I'd be 6 feet under before I could have it.
Well,
first of all, you could give it to me as a gift, and I'll light that bitch up. It don't matter.
So Flo, what he just said, right? What I heard, Flo and Big D, what I heard was when it's time for him to go ahead and go 6 feet under, he wants to be buried in that Dallas jersey. That's what I just heard.
See, he tries to flip the script with the Jedi.
I didn't have to flip it. You just said it. You just said it.
You're trying to roll over on me being in the
casket if they do that to him. I think
that's
is that LeBron?
Put a Cowboys jersey on him in his coffin.
That's a guy in the background crying there.
It might be LeBron, since he likes to cry a whole bunch.
Well, too.
Guys of late.
Don't even put him on Michael Jordan's pinnacle, please. I don't even want to get into it.
But now, just to get clarification here, when it comes down to the way I feel about Jalen, here's part one of that interview from Sports Talk 790 in the trenches with Andy Kalu.
Deshaun Watson, and obviously you know what that comes with, giving away multiple first-round picks, giving away players. Would you want your team to go after him?
No. Me personally, I keep Jalen. I think Jalen has great upside to him, which a lot of the fans aren't, because you. It's going to freeze up, so now I got to go the other route.
But that's okay. You're on record. We heard you. Jalen got upsides to him. I heard you loud and clear. What did you hear?
I'm up to pay to say that.
Look, what did you hear in that clip?
I heard him say that he supports Jalen Hurts.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
Flo heard the same thing.
Can I dive into something that came out a couple days ago in the Philly sports media? Sure. Apparently, Jeff Lurie likes Jalen Hurts, but Howie doesn't. So, sounds like it could be a power struggle in that front office. Let me hear your take from everybody. Go around the horn here.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this much. I saw the same thing the other day, same exact comment, and it seems like, and I don't know why, to be completely honest, why Jeffrey Lurie continues to hang on to Harry Roseman. It makes no sense. Obviously, you brought up the matrimony between Doug and the rest of his players, and you chased him out of town because Doug wanted to do his own thing. After winning the Super Bowl, he wanted to show them what Doug was all about. But Harry wanted a yes man. So, okay, so you grabbed Nick Sirianni. But now you're back to why? Because Nick doesn't want to be that yes man you thought he was going to be. So Harry Roseman everybody knows he has issues, but I don't understand why in the world they keep him around. He's not doing well enough for this team. He doesn't have that kind of power. Matter of fact, he's not even Joe Banner's status, if you go back and really take a look at it. So there's no reason why he should still be here. But Jeffrey, I don't know. There's some weird connection between the both of them. He keeps them around. I don't know what the heck for, because you're not doing any justice. And I don't understand why you don't like Jalen Hurts. I mean, what do you expect? Out of Howie Roseman's mouth came out that he wanted a quarterback factory. True or not? And what have we seen? Have we seen a quarterback factory? No, we just saw the quarterback that replaced Carson Wentz. Oh, and by the way, Carson is aiming for us to get that first-round pick, because depending on how this game goes out for Carson Wentz, looks like that we're going to get an additional first-round pick for next year's draft. So thanks to Carson and Indy Colts for that one. But there's no reason why Howie Roseman should still be here. None whatsoever. And I would love to hear the reason why he should be, because there's no reason for it. Matter of fact, him and LeBron can go on the same boat and they can go to an island somewhere, go enjoy themselves somewhere else, because they both cry the same exact way, both of them. So to me, it makes no sense why Harry Roseman's still here. Exactly.
And I'll chime in there. I don't understand why Howie's still here, because we definitely don't have a quarterback factory. We got rid of Carson Wentz after a couple of years. We thought that he wasn't getting it done. And now we got Jalen Hurts in there, and now all of a sudden we think he's not getting it done, right? So this has to go back to the front office. It has to go back to the front office. And whatever Jeffrey Lurie and Roseman got going on, they need to get that resolved. And Jeffrey Lurie needs to make some key decisions as we move forward for the Eagles, because we're a big market team, and we deserve big market wins. So that's what we're looking for. And we deserve a big market quarterback. Go get a big guy, man. I mean, we really need to foster Jalen Hurts to be that big-time quarterback. If they don't think that he's going to be that big-time quarterback for us, then they need to get a bigger name. But for right now, that front office needs to sink their teeth into Jalen Hurts, and that's where we need to go with it.
No, that's absolute truth.
That's my thoughts on that.
That's the absolute truth. And you see that the Italian stand over there is staying pretty quiet. So, I would love to know what, in your own opinion, Fuj, again, you've seen it. Either he's done or done absolutely nothing. But you keep Howie around. How many players are actually looking out there and saying, you know what, I want to come to Philly. I want to see what Philly's all. They might be saying because of Nick, but then you got to deal with Howie. Howie's still making decisions, game time decisions. He's making decisions as far as what they should play during practice. Come on. It gets to the point where it gets it's like Jerry Jones Jr. Same exact thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't understand why the Eagles continue to hang on to Howie Roseman. And if there is a replacement out there, then who's his replacement?
Well, as far as you're touching on Jerry Jones' son, I think he's actually kind of shifted Jerry Jones a little bit away from who they draft, because they seem to be, they falter this time of year, but, his son's, bound to take over. And the rumor is Jeff Lurie's son's supposed to take over, which is supposed to be like this analytics guru with, I don't know. I want to say this, and I picked up on this yesterday watching the Patterson Avenue Fanatic show. Lurie, to me, my philosophy is still living in the Andy Reid regime, where the success of where Andy just wanted to pass the ball. He went out, brought in Doug Peterson, same philosophy. But this team ran the ball when the year they won the Super Bowl. J.J., LeGarrette Blount, Corey Clement. They mixed it up, the passing and the running attack. So if you know what it took to win the Super Bowl, why wouldn't you keep going with the same formula? It's a pass-happy league, but the run sets up the pass. That's always been the philosophy. Let me ask you guys, what's your take of that? Do you agree or disagree with it?
I totally agree, Fuge. I totally agree with you, bro. But I think that it goes all the way back to Dawkins. I think that the Eagles front office should have took care of that man. I think that in the whole Super Bowl, what did T.O. say? It wasn't me throwing up in the huddle. And I'm just making these comments because there's always been some type of turmoil when it comes to the locker room between coaches and players and players and players. And any organization, any other organization, I understand every family has their internal problems or issues, but that front office from Philadelphia never fix it. Look what they did last year. They got rid of the quarterback and they got rid of the coach. Wasn't somebody supposed to stay?
Yeah.
Wasn't somebody supposed to stay?
If you're saying both of those guys are the problem, then you got a bigger problem.
Yeah, well, and the bigger problem is the front office.
Right.
Well, the front office is too hands-on between Jeff and Howie. That's why I think Doug Peterson wanted to get fired purposely.
Well, you're not
Carson Wentz basically hightailed out of here with no press conference. Couldn't deal with the heat after getting benched against Green Bay. He made up his mind, I'm out of here, and just took off and didn't even make any explanation of it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Which I blame both sides.
Listen,
Wentz wanted out, and the front office kind of did them dirty. So
I'm not gonna lie. The decisions that they made when Chip Kelly was here and got rid of all them players, that's when the whole Eagles organization really went on a different. And I understand we came back and ended up winning the Super Bowl and yada yada yada. But man, we had some hell of a players back then. From wide receivers to running backs to. It was just a whole different team. These guys are not dogs, man. We talk about it all the time, them having the same type of, push, like, the Whites and the Dawkins and have that type of mentality. And you talked about, like different positions and, some of that legacy of that football, that Eagle strong South Philly football. And it's just not the same, man. It's just not the same, and it hurts.
Fuji, you laughing at that? What's your reaction? I see you laughing at that.
He gets mad every time I mention South Philly, but I mention South Philly because it brought to beat out.
Yeah.
And that's why he always says, like he always makes his little smirk, and he gives me that South Philly eye because every time I say South Philly, and he currently doesn't live in South Philly, he's in Northeast, the greater Northeast, home of the champions.
Yeah.
And so every time I say South Philly, he gets an attitude about it.
But Flo, I think you were talking about the heartbeat of the team.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you're saying we need a heartbeat, like Dawkins, Reggie White.
They didn't take care of Dawkins. When they let Dawkins,
no, not at all. Not at all.
And they don't pay their players the way that they should.
Hey, that's how you keep them around, right? That's the only thing that talks. Or victories, right? You're either going to be winning, right, to keep these guys around, or you're going to be paying them to keep them around. One or the other.
Right. That's correct. But, now that I think about it, though, Flo might be talking a lot of truth today, but I think maybe the Eagles need like a magical number, 28 to go with something, Flo. I think that they need that 28 power. And you know where I'm getting at. There's something with 28 in relation that they need that might jumpstart this team today. Can you help me out with that?
I got this. Yeah, I got it. It's called 28 Black, baby. Y'all know what it is. Go out to Goose's Lounge right now and get your 28 Black. It gives you 24 hours of energy along with the extra 4 hours. And D, she'll love it too. Right now, go to Goose's Lounge and get your 28 Black. Everybody in the front office and on the Philadelphia Eagles team should be drinking 28 Black. Philly, Jersey, Delaware, hell, all the way down to Tampa. 28 Black is the new energy drink. It's the drink of champions. Go out to Goose's Lounge right now, or you can go to the website. Hey, and what do I say? D, and she'll
like it too.
Not like it, she'll
love it too.
She'll love it too.
Not like it. Not like it. She'll love
We upgraded it.
Upgraded.
Big shout out to White Chocolate. Hey, White Chocolate drinks 28 Black, and boy, he comes in with his shaved bald head every single Sunday, ready to rock and roll. White Chocolate started drinking 28 Black. Now he got his own DJ show. A lot of things change, baby. When you drink that 28 Black, 28 hours of energy, you staying up all night, baby. Hey, Goose drinks 28 Black. How do you think if you got COVID right now, drink 28 Black, baby? It's going to make you feel so much better. You'll be up all night. And the reason why I'm all hyped right now, ready for the Eagles to kick some Jets behind, is because I drink 28 Black. Coming to a store near you, 28 Black.
Hey, you already know 28 Black on deck.
That's the way you do it. That's what the Eagles need. I think that's what Howie needs. I think if Howie, matter of fact, we should send him a case. We already told Fuji we was going to send him down there, right? With a whole case of it. So we need to send Howie Roseman a case of 28 Black. That way he can see what this team needs to get done. And I saw earlier, I want to bring back Rick and I were working hard for Southwest. He said it. So if Minshew doesn't perform, who is the next man up? I give Minshew until the halftime. So I get comments from you guys. Obviously, Gardner Minshew is going to be there the entire game. You're not going to bring up anybody else because the Eagles right now don't have a third. At least that I remember. You only have two. Right.
We said Joe Flacco packing, right? We got Minshew and we got Jalen Hurts. So you're going to have to put some tape on that ankle if Jalen needs to go in there, but he's not going to be suited. So Minshew's going to have to do it. And then you're going to have to pull in, I don't know what receiver they got that's going to be like the emergency quarterback, but somebody will be.
Apparently, Fuji had so much 28 Black, he had to go take off and then come back again. What you had, number 29 now?
No, I just ran up the Meadowlands and back real quick.
Is that what you did?
If they needed me.
By the way,
emergency quarterback.
Hey, I get
Big Dave was just talking.
Right now, Jalen is sitting back, having himself a Frontier cigar because he knows that he's going to sit back and enjoy the game. And the best place to get the Frontier cigars, right here at Goose's, baby. I'm trying to tell you, Jalen is sitting back and he's passing these out to all the players that ain't going to be playing, passing out their Frontier cigars. So let's go with it, and that's what we're going to do today.
You can't smoke on the sidelines.
Yes, you can.
Hey, if it's a Frontier, you can smoke it.
How do you know? Did they get clearance for that from Roger Goodell and those jokers up in the front office?
Jalen's going to be on that sideline with these Frontier cigars. He's going to be passing them out to the team. And you know what? We're going to give them all Frontier cigars. So after this victory and after we run this table, Frontier cigars is going to be what's going on around that locker room, along with the Black that helped them win the game.
What's in those cigars? Did they take the tobacco out?
The winning power.
That's something else.
The winning power is in the Frontier cigar.
They put 28 Black in those cigars.
Yeah, 28 Black is definitely inside the cigars. Let me ask you something. When you went to Denver, did you have any cigars or any smoke when you went up there?
Yeah, I had a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You better
have
some Frontier cigars when you're out there, buddy, representing.
I was floating.
I know you was floating. From there, all the way to Tampa Joe's, baby. Right here, we got 28 Black, and we got the Frontier cigars, the best smoke, drink of energy.
There you go.
I'm waiting for you to send me that case of 28 Black.
What you waiting for, baby? You only 25 minutes away in the greater Northeast. You can bring your Eagles ass right down to here and get all you want. I got
Maybe your ass could ship it down to me. And
you want me to bring it to you?
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
You want me to leave Goose's Lounge and just bring it to you personally?
No, you can mail it to me. That's fine.
You can mail it to you? All right.
Along with some Frontier cigars, right? You want the whole 9 yards.
What flavors?
Absolutely.
Make sure you send it to one Howie Roseman Way out there in Northeast. One Howie Roseman Way.
Send it to one Tom Brady way.
Gucci, I'm gonna keep it real with you, baby. You drink this 28 black, man, the missus, woo, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, 28 hours of energy, baby, and she's gonna love
It's
it
a lot
too.
of energy.
What'd you say?
I said that's a lot of energy.
You need it, baby. I'm trying to tell you, this is the drink of champions. Angel drinks it. Look at the smile on his face. LaShawn hasn't tasted it yet. White chocolate is sitting there trying to keep it a secret, and Big D drinks it every single day because he works out twice a day. Man, he's full of muscle. I think he's going backwards, but hey, that's just my personal opinion.
Hey,
but 28 black, that's where it's at, baby. 28 hours of energy. You'll be up all night, Fuji, man. If you needed that bad, baby, I'm going to send you some because you'll be up all night right here. It's delicious. It tastes delicious, and she'll love it too. 28 hours of energy. 28.
Is that a money back guarantee if it's on 28 hours going strong?
What you do personally and under the four walls of your house?
Well, you're saying it's 28 hours. I don't know.
Can't you
That's
tell?
a lot of hours to keep going.
Yeah,
energized.
You got to keep going, baby. You got to keep
you
going.
Clean the house, paint the house, do all the duties, whatever.
Well,
whatever flips your switch.
Yeah, I ain't doing no painting. Cleaning.
Hey, Angel, can we talk about this defense?
We sure can.
Can we talk about the Eagles defense, man? Because that's the only way we're going to win the game is if we get some stops. If we jump on them early and we get some stops. Because I want everybody to know that the Eagles need to be well-rounded. We talked a lot about Jalen. You know, we run him down to the ground. But now let's talk about, this defense. What are we going to do? We got a big play, Slay, get some interceptions. Do we got Cox? Is he going to, make some sacks and get some pressure? What are we doing?
Absolutely.
You got a blitz today because Zach Wilson's the most sack quarterback and the most turnover interception machine in the NFL. Send the house, get in his face, win the game, do whatever you got to do. You just got to come at him.
I agree, man. We're going to get Hargrave. We're going to get Josh Sweat. We're going to get Barnett. We're going to get Cox. And we're just going to push that front. We're going to get those sacks and force those turnovers.
Big play Slay has been unbelievable, man.
Yes,
His energy
and
what he's been doing with the defense has been unbelievable. Definitely, hands down, one of his best years so far. He's definitely going to get
take a look at T.J. Edwards.
Definitely a Pro Bowl year for big play Slayer.
It is. Now, if he doesn't get voted in, there's going to be an issue because he should be. At this point, even with 5 games left in the season, come on. There's no reason why he shouldn't. Yeah, there should be no reason why. The same way with T.J. Edwards. How much has he stepped up?
Man, he's been really balling, man. He's looking like Jemiah Trotter out there or something.
The action, man. Well, he just got a contract extension a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Along with Avonte Maddox and Philly Goddard.
Yeah, man. I think that, give it to the defense. The defense really has been playing pretty well.
No, they did. They did their job last week, giving up 13, 14 points. I mean, the offense just sputtered. Can we dive into a little Minshew mania here? I mean, the 70s porn stars.
How much do we know about Minshew? How much do we know about this guy, this quarterback we got starting this week?
Well, he's.
but besides that,
you really had to play the family feud.
What you mean porn stars? Every
it looks like a 70s porn star. Looks
that
like
was
Ron Jeremy.
But that was his old look in Jacksonville. It's no longer his look anymore in Philly.
No, he was out there hanging with Urban Meyer at that strip club or whatever, wasn't he? Angel, when you said that.
You gotta remember that was this year. Gardner was with us here in the beginning of the season.
He wasn't there back a couple months ago. Maybe
Gardner
he was just
Minshew
hanging out with his old teammates.
No.
Old jokes aside, I think Gardner Minshew steps in today and does a nice job filling in for JH1. So, you got to get this tight end. You got play 13 personnel with the 3 tight ends. And, the number one running game, just pound it down the Jets through.
I'm a little upset, guys. I'm a little upset that we're not we're not equally upset that Jalen
Really?
is playing.
Price is right.
You know what I'm saying? We're already moving on. Talking about this new quarterback, and we're not talking enough about how Jalen still needs his opportunity, and that it's not just because of an ankle. I'm upset about that. I'm really upset about that.
I know you're upset, man.
Because
tell them why you mad, son.
Listen,
tell them why you mad.
It's been week by week. 1 week they hate Jalen. The next week when he's out there throwing those touchdowns and running it in, we're all for him. But in true Philly fashion, we continue to beat him up when he's down. So now we're moving on to this next quarterback, Minshew, which it is what it is. It's a personnel change, and I understand that. Next man up. But I'm disturbed that we're not all.
Is Goose in the bathroom there?
Whoa. We're not doing that.
Who's in the bathroom?
Flo, what's that? Flo, explain.
Like Fuji, I accidentally hit the wrong button. I apologize, everybody.
Okay.
Hey, you probably did it on purpose.
I hit the wrong button. White chocolate, I apologize.
We are not flushing.
You're lying your ass off.
We are not.
He said I'm lying my ass off.
We are not flushing Jalen. We are not flushing Jalen.
I'm upset too, man. I like Jalen, and I know he's a brother of yours and a frat brother of yours.
Absolutely.
You and I, you, and Angel, along with White Chocolate. White Chocolate hasn't said nothing ever since he started drinking that 28 Black Bull. His whole life has changed. And I think it has something to do with LaShawn being here too, because of 28 Black, along with his energy. He has totally different energy. And I got to give it up to Angel. Angel has been very positive the last 6 weeks, even though he's been traveling. You know what I mean? This guy's been going on trips. He went to the Riverwalk. He's going to all these different places.
He's busy.
You can't tell me that Angel ain't drinking 28 Black.
How else do you get that type of energy?
That's what I'm saying.
How else do you get that type of energy?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand.
But to get back to the point, man, I'm upset how they doing my man Hurts, man.
Thank you.
My 1911 brothers. Shout out to all the brothers of Omega Psi Phi, man. I feel you. If it was Kaepernick, it'd be the same thing. You know what I mean? You'd be right there with me.
Yeah, I would shout out the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi because of Kaepernick, if Kaepernick was in this situation. But today, it's the dog.
That's not right.
You know what I'm saying?
They doing the brother wrong.
Jalen, and we gotta stop being those bandwagoners, man. It's like we all want Jalen, when he's playing good, and he needs that same type of positive reinforcement, right? That's what it is. When you're playing bad, you need positive reinforcement to get back on track.
When we sat here, when it was just me and you, and I was waiting for Fuji to pull up, and he never pulled up, White Chocolate would show up with a hoagie, even though he shared it 2 weeks ago. But my whole point of it is the fact that Jalen Hurts on offense was the only person making plays, man. He would get to those sticks. He would get to those first downs. He would make sure that we was running that ball up and down the field and putting points on the board.
And we were cheering.
And this is the time when Fuji was going and it was betting against him.
Oh, what's that? There we go.
Oh, you know what that is right there, White Chocolate. You on and popping, baby. Yo, I apologize for all the bad stuff that Fuji has ever said about you, White Chocolate. You are my dog, cuz you are my homie. Big shout out to 1911 Podcast also. Make sure that you go on Instagram right now and make us a friend. We'll make you a friend and follow us. 1911 Podcast, baby.
Absolutely.
Omega Psi Phi. Look at that guy. That guy's an American top model. Look at him. Wow. Omega Psi Phi in the building. Big shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. We'll be cheering for you, even though you'll be on the sideline. If something happens to the other quarterback, Fuji, get ready. You're going in as QB1, baby.
We're going to put Fuji in the game.
Fuji's ready.
Fuji ready? Do we still
Fuji's already, he's gone. That's how ready he is. He's already down there.
Hey, the next man up, Angel, we putting you in the game.
Angel, get ready, baby. You next.
We're putting you in the game.
I'm ready to go in. Man, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go in. Listen, you can't. There's no way in the world that you can talk about as far as Jalen Hurts being taken out by Gardner Minshew, because Gardner knows it's his trial period for the next team who may need him. Steelers might need him. Someone's going to need his services come next season. As far as Jalen Hurts, it's a 1-game deal, maybe 2, but you got to keep him healthy now, because you know 4 games in a row you have to win, including this one, plus the next 4, because it's all divisional. But Jalen Hurts is going to be just fine. That's at least I believe. I keep saying it, and it's going to happen. So to me, I'm not worried about whatever's going to happen come as far as today. The Eagles should win. Key word is they should win. One thing that Nick Sirianni keeps talking about is that this team has found their identity. Not so much last week, but they all owned up to what they had. Oh, speaking of owning up, here comes the owner of of himself. Once again, listen, you keep dumping out on this. We already sent you up to.
I'm telling you, I'm having damn
Bathroom
break.
Angel, this is what Fuji was doing.
What was I doing?
You go on mute, man. It's too loud, man. We hear you in there.
I ran up to the Meadowlands with the 28 black in me. But anyway.
Maybe you should put some 28 black on your internet service and get it back up and running.
Too many Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Nah, I wish. Not even one yet.
But
You got a
before,
nice haircut too, there, buddy.
Say
Now-
that?
You look sharp. You got a nice haircut.
Thank you. I need a haircut, actually.
oh, you know what? Speaking of, thank you for saying
Appreciate
that.
it.
Well, what for you?
I thought
No,
you were
nothing.
Never mind. My fault, Flo. I know if you're talking to me or the host.
We got a couple other NFL predictions. I'm going to go around the room. If you don't mind, Angel, we're going to start with White Chocolate. Then we're going to go with LaShawn. Then we're going to go with Big D, myself, and then you two. We got the Colts versus the Texans. Who you got, White Chocolate? Colts versus Texans. You know, the Texans, they got the best massage parlors in the United States.
How do you know? You been
I
there?
apologize.
I'm going to say the Colts.
All right, he got the Colts. LaShawn, who you got, the Colts or the Texans?
The Eagles. I'm not rocking with any other team.
Oh, you heard that?
Sorry.
She said the Eagles.
There we go.
Listen,
That's
this
honest. I like it.
loyalty runs deep. I'm sorry.
Big D, who you got, the Colts or the Texans?
I'm going with the Texans. I'm not trying to see Wentz get out there and shine. I'm trying to see the Texans win.
I'm going with the Colts. Go ahead, Fuji. Who you got, Colts or Texans?
That's a no-brainer. That's those Indianapolis Colts.
Angel.
Carson Wentz has got too much to prove. Texans right now are at
That's
a
that
wash.
number
They're
one
looking for
pick.
picks. Yeah.
All right.
That's at 70% complete.
I thought we already achieved that, but okay. Then we gotta get the Colts to win, so we get that number one pick.
All right, next one. White Chocolate, you up again. Vikings versus the Lions. Vikings versus Lions. Who you got? White Chocolate. White Chocolate.
That's a good question. I'd say the Lions.
Lions. LaShawn.
I feel like this is a setup.
If you say Eagles, I swear for God.
I'm gonna say the Vikings.
Vikings. Okay. Big D.
We're going with the Vikings here. We're going with the Vikings.
I'm going with Vikings too, man. I like Jeffries. Fuji. Vikings or Lions?
Skull. Vikings.
Oh my God.
Angel.
Did you really have to do that? Oh my
Skull.
God. You know, if you're gonna do it once, you
Just
do
as much as
Foles.
easy.
How about
there.
that one? Whatever.
Easy there, Tampa.
Yeah.
Easy there, TB 12.
Vikings or Lions?
I think
TB 12, Dallas, Pittsburgh. Take your pick.
Angel.
You're
Vikings
too
or
fickle
Lions?
for me, brother. You're too fickle. You're all around the world. You're
Angel. Vikings or Lions?
I think actually the Lions may get their first win today, so I'm going with the Lions.
you're
You gonna go
lying.
with the Lions?
Yep.
You're lying. Minnesota, Foles.
Shout out to Big Keith. Big Keith, this is Big Keith Martin. Keith, who you got? Vikings today or Lions? Vikings. Okay, the next game, we got the Giants football team versus the Dolphins. White Chocolate, who you got? Giants versus the Dolphins.
That's definitely going to be the Giants.
Giants. LaShawn.
Definitely the Giants.
Big D.
Miami.
I'm going Miami.
I'm going with Miami as well.
Keith's going with Miami. Fuji man.
I'm going with the porpoises.
There we
The
go.
porpoises. That means the Dolphins. Go ahead, Angel. Who you got? Giants or
Dolphins.
Dolphins?
That'd be a Dolphins.
All right.
Yeah, another Florida connection.
All right, here we go. Angel, Angel, I'm going to start with you today with this one. Buccaneers versus the Falcons.
Well, if we're going there,
No, I'm just
It'll be the Tampa Joes with that Brady jersey on.
no,
Come on, Tom. Let's go. Tom.
it's not gonna happen.
Come on, Tom. Let me see how many times you get sacked. I'll
Angel,
run
who
out
you
and
got?
dust jaw.
Look at him. Angel, who you got? Buccaneers versus the Falcons.
That's gonna be the Buccaneers. Come on, Matty Ice has got nothing left in the tank for Atlanta.
How do you know?
He doesn't.
Did
Come
you
on,
check on him,
Atlanta's
too?
got nothing left. Atlanta
Check
has
on that
nothing
dirty
left.
bird.
Fuji, who you got? Buccaneers, Falcons.
Oh, let me think now. It's gonna be here a while.
Oh,
Could be here till after the Eagles game's over. No, I'm going Tampa. TB all the way.
Well,
Gee,
imagine that.
Tampa Bay, not Tom Brady.
No.
Keith, who you
You
got?
said it right the first time.
You see their
Okay.
Tampa jersey in the back of the closet.
I'm going.
If I ever come down there, that's the first thing I want to do.
What?
Go ahead.
Look in your closet to see if you have that Brady jersey.
Go ahead. Take a look. Take a
You'll
look.
probably hide it or just
That's
burn
nice.
it or something. By the
Scott,
time I get there.
First of all, I don't burn jerseys, and yet alone, there's nothing in there as far as Bucks related when it comes
First
down to
step
Tampa
is
Bay.
always denial.
Angel,
Okay.
you don't have to.
First
Angel,
step
you
is
don't have
always denial.
to- Angel, you do not have to answer. to
Angel, I want you to come to grips now. Just admit that you love Tom Brady.
Fuji, leave him
You're
alone.
his number one fan. You run his fan club.
Only you know that he has a fan club. There's smart guys say, I don't want to worry. Listen, I don't worry about Tom Brady. No matter which way you look at it, you can argue all you want to. He is the greatest of all time, period. There's nothing, you can't say anything else about the man. You can't. Unless he did what he did against the Eagles, we were able to at least beat him the second time around, like we did, when Rocky came back. So you beat him the second time. But give the man his props. No one else can argue. You got as many rings as he do, greatest of all time. I can't say that about Belichick, but that's okay. It's all right. Moving on.
Where were we anyway? Sorry, Flo. I didn't mean to get in this debate. With Mr.
Let's go with it.
Angel.
Right.
Tom Brady.
Let's go with it.
All right, the next one. The Cardinals versus the Bears. White chocolate. Who you got? Cardinals or Bears?
Definitely have to be the Cardinals.
LaShawn.
I'm going to say the Bears.
Big D.
Hey, I'm going with the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Cardinals. Keith.
Cardinals.
Fuji Man.
Redbirds.
Angel.
Cardinals, Matt Nagy's done.
Next one.
Yeah.
Chargers versus the Bengals. I'm going with the Lightning Bolts. Big D.
I'm going with the Lightning Bolts.
LaShawn.
Chargers.
Bengals.
Keith. Bengals. White chocolate.
I have to say Bengals.
Fuji Man.
Bolts.
Angel.
Bengals.
Bearcats.
Jaguars versus the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Big D.
I'm going with the Rams.
Keith.
Rams.
LaShawn.
Rams.
White chocolate.
I'd have to go with the other team.
What's the other team? Jaguars?
Urban Meyer.
Seriously?
One with the 70s porn
Got to
stars.
give it a little different.
They only got
Fuji.
2 wins
Fuji.
all
Who you
year.
got? Fuji.
The Lambs.
All right. The Lambs.
The Lambs.
Angel Man.
Rams.
Washington
Yep.
football team versus the Raiders. I'm going with Washington U. Keith.
Raiders.
Big D.
Raiders, home game for the Raiders.
LaShawn.
Raiders.
White chocolate.
Raiders.
Fuji Man.
WFT.
Angel.
Washington football team.
Raiders over DCU.
Wow. The Eagles fan.
Nah.
Ravens versus the Seahawks. The Steelers. I'm going Baltimore. Be more careful. Keith. Ravens versus Steelers.
Baltimore. I'll take Baltimore.
Big D.
Ravens, let's go.
LaShawn.
Ravens.
Chocolate.
Baltimore.
Fuji Man.
Baltimore.
Angel.
Be more.
49ers versus the Seahawks. Ooh, the 49ers is giving out butt kickings, man. I'm going with the 49ers. Big Keith.
Seahawks.
Big D.
Seahawks rebound this week.
LaShawn, the
It
guy.
was Seahawks. baby.
White chocolate.
49ers.
Hey, Fuji Man.
Frisco.
Angel.
49ers.
Broncos versus the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. Keith. Chief Keith.
Chiefs. I'll go Chiefs.
Big D.
Chiefs, let's go.
LaShawn, the God.
Chiefs.
White chocolate.
Gonna have to say Broncos.
Fuji Man.
Yes, we definitely.
Chefs.
Angel.
Chiefs.
Now listen closely to this one. Patriots versus the Bills. Oh my goodness. I'm going with the Bills today. Chief Keith.
Is it Packers versus Bills?
No. Patriots versus Bills.
Patriots. I'm gonna take Patriots.
Big D.
Bills are rocking and rolling.
LaShawn, the God.
I agree. Bills.
White chocolate.
Patriots.
Fuji Man.
Bill Belichick.
Angel.
Patriots.
And the game of the day coming up in 20 minutes. We got the Eagles versus the Jets. I got the Eagles, and my prediction is 28-21. Philadelphia Eagles. Chief Keef, I need your pick along with your prediction.
Eagles, I'm going to say 28-7.
Big D.
Eagles 31, Jets 17.
LaShawn.
I'm rocking with the Eagles as well. I'm 28-7 too. I got you.
White Chocolate.
I'm going to say Eagles, same thing as LaShawn, 23-17.
Wait, what you mean same thing? You can't pick the same.
Why can't
Oh, man. Oh,
No, don't go there now.
Oh, here we go, Angel. Oh, Fuji Man, who you got?
Jets. No, Eagles.
See, now you talk about closet. There you go. There's your closet guy right there. Go ahead, smart guy. No, pick the
Never
Jets.
be in the
Go with the
closet.
Jets, just like you said. Go ahead.
Eagles 30-6.
There you go.
30-6. Pounding. I like that.
Dropping the hammer today.
The Jets get
Javon
a field goal.
Hargrave with 3 sacks. He's bringing it. Just like 99 on the back of my jersey.
Go ahead, Angels. Get in there.
Jets get 3, and that's all they're going to get all day long. And Gardner Minshew, along with the running game that's beat up, but Eagles still score 42 out of it. So it's 42-3, Eagles.
Wow.
You bet your house on that?
Yep.
You guys might have to play the
Guarantee.
national anthem right now. I mean, I feel as though, we deserve that. Yeah, we got to stand up national anthem. Make sure we turn us all the way up. LaShawn, please stand up. White Chocolate, stand up, stand up.
Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
That's how we do it right here on the Eagles Sunday. You guys know we are Goose's Goats. Big shout out to our producer, White Chocolate. He does it great every single week. D, any closing remarks for today's game?
Hey, great show, everybody. Welcome, LaShawn. It was awesome, and the Eagles are going to go and do it, and we're going to watch, and then we'll be back to talk about the butt kicking that they're giving.
LaShawn the God, any closing remarks from today's show and today's game and your experience here today?
Listen, this was an amazing experience. Thank you guys for welcoming me. Guys, play nice next time. I don't want to have to break you two up.
Welcome to the family.
Fuji, we have to work on this whole approach with the Jets, but other than that, I'm grateful to be here.
Well, you got called out day one by LaShawn. Oh, my God.
All right. I didn't pick the Jets to win.
White Chocolate.
No, then I said Eagles 30-6, you buffoon.
Hey, be nice. White Chocolate, any closing remarks, sir? Not at all. Fuji Man.
Drop the hammer.
There we go.
Angel, the floor is yours, man. We are ready. We're ready for a great Eagles win. We're going to kick some Jets' butt today. We don't want to hear no Jets chance at all. It's going down today. We're getting back along with that NFC East schedule coming up next week in the weeks to come. We're back, baby. Big shout out to Jalen Hurts. Hey, Jalen, give us a call, baby, from the sideline. We'll talk to you.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk to him. I know that much, but I know everyone would like to see him down at Tampa Joe's. I know that much. Down at 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, Florida, right off of Veterans Highway. You guys take the airport ride down, get right off there, and then check out the fun place, the serious food down there at Tampa Joe's, where all the Eagles fans from Philly to South will be down there, run by Mike Klein, the organization, 26 years strong, representing Philly and the Eagles at Tampa Joe's. If you guys want to check them out, once again, it's at 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, Florida, or go to tampajoes.com. Also, Goose's Monte Cristo Lounge and Tobacconist. It doesn't get any better than that in the Delaware Valley, and heck, even in the nation. If you guys want to check out the gang at 250 West Ridge Pike in Limerick, Pennsylvania, 19468, put it in Google Maps, put it in your iPhone, put it anywhere you want to, or go to cigargoose.com, and they'll even give you the directions right on the website on how to get to buy the finest Monte Cristos in the Delaware Valley. And check out the Humidor, because there's tons of great flavors down there. And Fuji, I still see you on here. How old must you be to purchase a product out there in Pennsylvania?
18, not 21.
21 years old. Smart guys. You can
Why?
see you every single week.
You got to be 18 to vote. Why can't you?
It doesn't
Why can't
matter.
you be
Yeah.
18 to vote to drink or smoke?
Because the young ones are the ones that screwed up. Thank you very much. That's why you have to be over 21 because of the
corrupt government.
that's what happens. But upon that, also to Larry Gilman at LG Direct Sales Solutions, of course, live here from the LG Direct Sales Solutions studios. If you need payment solutions, business funding, credit card terminals, even apparel, please reach out to Larry Gilman at lgdirect.net. That is lgdirect.net. Thanks to Larry Gilman for always coming on with us as far as his sponsorship, along with everyone else. So please, if you guys can do us a favor, and you can also call him down there as well in Tampa, Florida, but visit lgdirect.net so you guys can hear and see everything he's got going on. He will set things up, and yes, he even comes down to Tampa, Florida to set up your business solutions needs. Also to BigSargeSports.com in special partnership with him. Great to meet Big Sarge out there in Houston. So much fun with him and Andy Kalu. And Andy Kalu should be coming on with us here hopefully this week. And also, let's not forget that coming up on Tuesday, Ruben Amaro on Tuesday. And I'll be back up in the studios on December 19th for David Murphy, our former 6 ABC meteorologist, will be live in studio at Goose's Pond. So that should be a lot of fun with Dave up there. And as you guys can see, of course, we won't forget our great friend Jordan Spector from SpectorSportsArt.com. If you guys didn't take a look at his murals, he's working on one big one that he hasn't given me the okay yet to mention, but he's got a big one coming up, and the unveiling is going to be phenomenal. So visit SpectorSportsArt.com. Give the local artist his due when everything that he does for everyone in the Delaware Valley, and so many guys are going up to him now and asking him, what can he do for you? And also, let's not forget about Fanatics.com. Fuji, what is their slogan at Fanatics.com?
Official products of the NBA, the NFL, MLB, NHL, and soccer.
Sorry. Officially licensed everything.
You threw me off.
Oh, is that what it was? Officially licensed everything. But that's okay, Fuji. We understand. We got you. Don't worry about it. No big deal. But listen, thanks for everyone who tunes in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the show. Also, visit BroadStreetSouth.com. As you guys can see, we have every sports ticker that's up there. So you need to know the latest with your team. Go through BroadStreetSouth.com, pick on your team there, and you will see it. Also, you can see all of our past guests. And again, coming up here in just a matter of about 2 weeks, episode number 100, we will have everyone in house. We will have our former guests we have on there. Sean Salisbury's already committed to come back along with a bunch of other folks. So that should be a lot of fun coming up here in just shy of 2 weeks. But again, I can't wait to get back up to the lounge to be with the biggest fan base that there is. Out there with Big Flo, obviously, we're Flo, Big D, and now with Miss LaShawn Ford. So it's going to be a lot of fun when I go back up there. And I'm pretty sure Dave is going to love that whole entire setup up there with the rest of the gang. So I can't wait to get back home to be back with everybody. Goose, we're glad you're feeling well. We hope that your son is feeling better as well. We know that, unfortunately, codes are running like crazy this time of the year and the flu. So we're glad that everyone is feeling much better. Fuji, I know you have to run. Anything else that you would like to say there, wise guy, before you take off? Or should I just shut your mic off right now?
Yeah, TB12.
Also,
just like that, he's done. No.
also, Big Angel. Listen, we got a new DJ, so please, even you can go onto your smart device, your iPhone, or your Android, and you guys can log on to listen to White Chocolate because he's live now.
That's right.
DJ, and make sure that you go check us out. So the whole Broad Street South, along with the Gooses, Goats, everybody. If you're a family, a friend, or a fan, make sure you check out White Chocolate and his new big band show.
Matter of fact, before we sign off here, put him on there because that way he can mention it himself. Therefore, everybody can see exactly. Even though they won't be able to see it, but at least they'll be able to know the man behind the scenes there.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. White Chocolate. Yo, White Chocolate.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It'll be up on WXPM up here in the Limerick area. I'll be on in evenings about one time for right now, so
that's okay.
It's going to be a good show.
That's a good thing. Hey, to everyone again.
Play the Atomic Dog song for Jalen Hurts, please, if you get a chance. Is there any way that you could play Atomic Dog in big band? Maybe they got a big band version. Atomic Dog for Jalen Hurts and a Mega Sci-Fi and the 1911 podcast.
Just because he ain't playing. Keep it going.
All right.
It's all good. No, that wasn't you. I'm just saying. Keep it going. Keep the energy going. That's all.
That's all you got to do. Just like 28 Black, you got to keep the energy going. Just like
Gotta
it.
keep it going.
Exactly.
Get the 28 blackout.
Yo,
But-
Fuji, if you need some, man, I'll bring some up today or tomorrow, man. As soon as I get off work, I'll stop through, get you a little 6-pack, get you through the night, baby.
And by the way, Robert, if you don't mind, bring up Crystal Clean one more time here. Crystal Clean, the official sponsor of the halftime show, but also Crystal Clean Services. If I can, why am I not coming up back up here? There it is. Crystal Clean. If you guys go to crystalclean.biz, she is hiring. Just started her company. She's now looking for employees. So if you guys go to crystalclean.biz, on there you will see either you can call Crystal herself or email her at Crystal Clean. And just all you got to do is just click on the link there, and she'll be able to do your background checks and everything else. But you can work for the finest cleaning service in the Delaware Valley. So if you guys need some holiday cleaning prior to like that party at home or that business office, by all means, reach out to crystalclean.biz. You can also find her on Facebook. So what are you laughing at there, wise guy?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. That's all right. And you all got jokes, huh? It's okay. I got you.
Always. I'm the biggest smart ass you know there.
That is so true. But thanks once again, everybody who watched us. Thanks to everybody who watched on Instagram, Facebook, on BroadStreetSouth.com, especially on Twitter. We will see everyone back here at the half. Again, for my lady out there in Studio B, Debbie, for the guys out there in the Limerick studios, Flo, Big D, Miss LaShawn Ford, and who was our other guest there again?
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef. So thank you to be on there. We thank everyone for watching. Again, a great, beautiful day down here in Tampa, Florida, 81 degrees. We will see you all at the half. And I see one more comment that popped in before we sign off here. They're hiring Michael Crago Sr.
So, Mike, thanks for tuning in.
So anyways, to everyone, we will see you all at the half. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you at the halftime show. Now,